Welcome to the fourth of our 5-part Restorative Practices series training, intended for teachers and staff in the Tucson Unified School District. Each employee who takes these self-paced professional learning trainings must complete them in order. This fourth part will cover the 9 effects and the compass of shame. Let's begin. The psychology of effect based on research by Sylvan Tompkins helps us better understand why human beings act and respond in certain ways they do. According to Tompkins, there are 9 innate effects that explain all emotion in humans. Most of the effects are defined by pairs of words that represent the least and most intense expression of a particular effect. The 2 positive effects are interest, excitement, and enjoyment, joy. Surprise, startle is the neutral effect, which functions like a reset button. The 6 negative effects are shame, humiliation, distress, anguish, disgust, fear, terror, anger, rage, and dismell, which is a word Tompkins coined to describe turning up one's nose in a rejecting way. The scale of the 9 innate effects is displayed on this graphic here. According to the psychology behind the 9 effects, humans feel and function best when we maximize positive effects, minimize negative effects, and are allowed to free expression of effect. By encouraging people to express their feelings, restorative practices build better relationships. The compass of shame was developed by D.L. Nathanson to illustrate the various ways that human beings react when they feel shame. Shame is defined quite simply as the reaction to any interruption of a positive effect. Shame does not occur only when you do something wrong, but whenever your positive effects are interrupted. Of all the effects, shame is the one effect humans least like to deal with. Shame makes us feel terribly uncomfortable. The compass of shame illustrates the various ways that human beings react when they feel shame. The 4 poles of the compass of shame and behaviors associated with them are withdrawal, or isolating oneself, running and hiding; attack self, or self-put-down, masochism; avoidance, or denial, abusing drugs, distraction through thrill-seeking; and attack others, or turning the tables, lashing out verbally or physically, and blaming others. A diagram of where the 4 poles fall on the compass of shame can be seen here. Our awareness of the compass of shame allows us to identify our response, react less intensely, and quickly recover from our shame response. Can you think of a time when students may have criticized one of your assignments that you thought would be fun for them or disrupted your class? What response from the compass of shame did you experience? This awareness provides perspective we need to be restorative when confronting inappropriate behaviors. Nathanson observed that in our society, attack other and avoidance were the most common responses to shame. Understanding this, educators can learn to expect these responses when addressing parents regarding unwanted behaviors from students. We can help students move beyond their shame by, first, listening to what they have to say; second, acknowledging their feelings; third, encouraging them to express their feelings and talk about the experience; fourth, when working with students and addressing inappropriate behavior, it's important to separate the deed from the doer; fifth, we should firmly reject the behavior but not reject the person; and lastly, look at them as good people making bad choices. It is important to remember that individuals are at their best when they maximize positive effect, minimize negative effect, and express effect freely. Being aware of the compass of shame can provide perspective about the need to utilize restorative practices when dealing with students' inappropriate behaviors. Restorative practices helps the student move past their shame, gives them an opportunity to make things right, and restore their relationship with the school community. When considering whether to levy a punishment versus a consequence, it is important to remember that when things go badly, there should be some kind of consequence for the misbehavior. Consequences are always appropriate, but consequences need to be differentiated from punishment. Punishment is generally associated with the intention of creating a pain or discomfort for an infraction of misbehavior. A consequence, on the other hand, can be defined as the result or effect of an action or condition. In disciplinary situations, the ideal consequence puts responsibility on the offender. Congratulations! You have completed the video portion of Part 4 in our Restorative Practices series training, which focused on the 9 effects in the social distance window. You can now head to Topic 2 and pass the quiz with an 80% or higher to receive full credit for this course. Then register for Part 5, Circles.